Premier League 25-26 is starting to feel exactly like the season 10 years prior, and we all know what happened that season. With the Champions season completely derailing and them sitting mid-table, the relegation-bound team who had found form beat the team who was supposed to sweep the league when the champions weren't there. Of course, Villa don't resemble 15-16 Leicester pre-season, but at the start of the season they found themselves in awful form, yet now find themselves, this was before the Man City game, in third. And the top three at this stage of the season very much feels like the top three from exactly a decade prior. We all saw what happened with Mohamed Salah last night, speaking out against Arne Slot, and it feels like it's only a matter of days before Slot is sacked. Yes, Jose Mourinho was sacked on the 17th of December after Chelsea found themselves in 16th in the 15-16 season. However, it feels fairly incomparable given that Liverpool spent 500 million after they won the league, and Chelsea only spent 90 million on notable players like Baba Rahman and Pedro Rodriguez. But very much like the 15-16 season, it feels like everyone in the 25-26 season can beat everyone, and the point spread is very equal, much like the final point spread in the Premier League 15-16. Arsenal, of course, are still top, and they very much could walk away with the league. They've got the best team, they've got the highest floor. However, it does feel like one of those seasons. You can't tell me it doesn't feel like one of those seasons where everyone is in the most bizarre order, like it was in the 15-16 season. And the only things to note about this stage of the season in the 15-16 season is that Spurs and Arsenal were the eventual teams to challenge Leicester, and of course both of them bottled it. But what we can learn from Aston Villa's form is that stringing 7 wins together in the Premier League, or 5 wins in the league together, can take you from relegation into the top 4. That's not to say that any of these teams can't find themselves back in the title race towards the end of the season. We thought this could never happen again, with the big dogs all spending so much money. This was a miracle for a reason. Seeing things like this yesterday does tell me there's a little glimmer of hope for teams like this. I know Emery has a number on Arteta, given it's just one of those things. It's their bogey team because he used to manage them. It's always going to be like that, like these two's relationship as well. 10 years ago, the wheels fell off Chelsea's bus because of a spat behind the scenes with Jose and Eva. And you just know, after Salah's comments, it's Slot or him. A spat behind the scenes, leading to the manager being sacked around the 17th of December. Drop me a follow if you made it this far. Look, I am not saying Villa are going to win the league, but when Arsenal are the best team in England, there's always room for a little bit of bottle. We know history loves to repeat itself, but it couldn't do it exactly a decade later, could it?